Buenos dias, everyone. Welcome to Great Day SA. I'm your host, Roma Villavicencio, and my adrenaline is all the way up this final season. So let's make sure that your next party has all the right decor with event and wedding planner Jennifer Kraft from JC Events.
Hello.
My girl delivers every single time, and you really want to focus today on DIY.
Yes, so DIY done right is something that we want to share with families out there, couples out there, because not everyone can afford a full service planner or decorator. So we're rolling out a package that has a few different tier levels you can find on the website, but they can pick out their decorations and then they come pick it up from the office and then they return it after their event.
What a great deal, because you're so right. Honestly, budgets are huge when you're planning a party, and sometimes you go over it, especially weddings, let me tell you.
Yeah,
you go over your budget.
Real fast.
So all the little things definitely help to, narrow down the cost a little bit.
But today we're going to have some fun.
Yes, let's do it. Yes,
okay,
we
Roma?
are. Okay, but we want to show them a little bit of this, right?
Yeah, so basically, they start with a vessel, right? You can pick out the different vessels that you want for your flowers, and they have an option to include some faux floral designs, or they can just use fresh. And there will be design consultations, so they know exactly what they're supposed to do when they go to set up all the pretties.
Sure. Okay.
And so there's a variety of candles they get to pick from, bud vases, table numbers, anything they need to make their event beautiful, we have it.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. A great option for you guys at home, because let me tell you, planning parties can be tiring, and also when you have to think about how am I going to decorate, you can already be the creative person there.
I can create the design. All they have to do is put it together.
Okay, and that's what we're going to do next.
Yes, you ready?
Let's put something together that screams Spurs, that screams San Antonio.
Yes.
What would you like to show me, Jennifer?
Okay, so this is how we're going to start. I want you to pick a base.
Okay.
If you want a fabric, pick your base
I like
layer.
this. Can I bring it over here?
Yes, you're going to bring it right over here.
Okay, I really do like, I don't know, I love velvet. I actually had a velvet cocktail, what is it called? Linens for my cocktail hour at my wedding. La 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 la. What was I saying?
Love velvet, love lace, love all the things. The texture is wonderful.
That looks so pretty. We're covering up the pretties and pretties. Okay.
Now I want you to pick out a floral arrangement.
A floral arrangement that's
Now, these are faux florals, obviously, but you can use fresh if you want to.
Okay, because I'm trying to incorporate all the Spurs colors.
Yes,
okay.
Love.
Okay, I love two.
Perfect. Okay, so now some candles, some taper candles, the tall ones.
Okay. These
ones, yeah.
Yes, okay, the black, for the silver and black. How cute. So this is how we would set up like a dining room table, or?
A dining room table, or maybe like a dessert area.
Okay.
Or even just like on the coffee table, just any accent space that you are celebrating the Spurs. Let's add some glam to our game day.
Hey, I mean, I think all the Spurs wifeys I've been seeing on Instagram would love a little girls' night celebration when their men win, because we're gonna win for sure. Okay.
Absolutely.
Can I add a disco ball?
You can add anything you see here. These are all fun add-ons, right?
I did for Saturday at my house. It was alien, disco ball, Spurs themed. So you know what's going on, right? I don't know. Disco balls just create. I just love them.
It's fun. It gives you that really party vibe.
Yes, I'm gonna steal one of these big ones.
Do it. And then let's see some votive candles over there.
Okay, I like them all. Can you mix and match?
You can mix and match. That's the beauty.
And for candles, like where should they typically, if you have flowers, where should the candles be placed?
So I don't like anything covering the florals.
Okay.
So I would say kind of accenting on the sides, diagonally.
So cute. Okay, I'm trying there a little
bit.
Maybe I like this little round guy. So
yes,
maybe...
it kind of looks like a basketball, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. Okay, this looks cute. How's my table set up looking?
It looks good. And then so we just want to make sure the candles are all the way around.
I see.
Right?
Okay. This is why we have you here, Jennifer. Seriously. And the tall ones are good back here?
The tall ones are good back there. And even if you decided to maybe stagger it and put one over here, that's okay too.
Yes, I do like that. See, that creates some balance there.
It does.
This is so neat. I know that you elevate so many types of parties. Is there any no-nos we should do when we are, setting up our tables, our party decor?
So that's the thing with DIY, right? We want it to look elegant, but sometimes DIY just doesn't quite hit the mark of elevated decor. So that's why we wanted to bring some options to the table there. I would say don't overcrowd.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good tip for sure.
It's important not to overcrowd, and sometimes centerpieces that are right like midway block eyesight across the table. So sometimes these big tall candles aren't great for centerpieces, more so the votives.
I see.
But,
I want to swap it out just to see what it would look like.
Some pink. Let's
yes, because I think that's what's missing right now is a little bit of pink. Look how cute. Okay, go Spurs, go. There we go. Because we got the teal, the orange, and the pink. Those are the OG colors. I love, love, love.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for those tips as well, because I think it's important to remember like too much sometimes is too much. A little overwhelming. And what's hot right now in wedding season? I mean, summer times in San Antonio are hot.
It is hot, but you know what? I'm seeing lots of lace. I'm still seeing springtime colors, pastels, and a lot of rich colors for the fall. It's gonna be a really pretty season for sure.
You elevate it all. It's so fun, like you said. That's like the number one thing, right? Is have fun while you're planning, while you're thinking of your vision. And later on, Jennifer's getting even more crafty with some flower pressing.
Yes, crafting petals. We are going to have so much fun making some flower art.
All right, well, we'll catch you in a little bit. What do you say we go catch Paul?